We're having to make hard choices almost every day now. We're being forced because of the situation that's escalating around us regarding the snake bite to make some life choices. And on a smaller scale, because once again, God is doing something with the time, we have to prioritize. And I think that's why He's doing it. I think He's doing it to make us focus, to make us get rid of all non essentials. Now, if you're pretending that everything is hunky dory, even though you know it's not, but you're pretending and you're going about business as usual, you're not going to make it. And this is why you're not going to make it, because there's not time. You're filling your days with the same old things that may in themselves not be bad or sinful or evil, but are a waste of time. And we have to prioritize. I do it every day. I have to cut out things I want to do, even things I think that might be somewhat important. I have to say, no, that's not essential. That's not essential. Here's some of the things I do. I don't have phone conversations unless it's something absolutely essential. I do not have it. If it's some that has to be taken care of, some emergency, I'll have a phone conversation. Otherwise, I text. I've been doing that for a long time. So, because chit chat is a waste of time. And this is gonna sound a little rough, but you'll know it's true. Um, Books. I don't read books that I used to enjoy reading, like classic novels. I stopped all that. I've got my Bible and my spiritual books. That's it. Prayer, prayer. That's the number one priority. Um, Conversations, social time, all secondary. Sure, we need a little bit of recreation, but I find after a while that prayer is my recreation because it's the one thing that gives me soul. It's the one thing that gives me comfort in this crazy world. So I don't need a lot of recreation time. Of course, I'm disabled. If you're a person who wants to stay fit and wants to get out and walk with Jesus. Do everything with Jesus now. Preparation of food. I simplify it. Everything simplified. Grocery shopping list. Everything just cut down to the minimum because it's just not time. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing because we're focusing. We're focusing on Jesus. We're focusing on what's essential, on what's going to get us through this nightmare. And I feel for the people who are pretending that that it's all gonna be okay. We'll all get back to normal at some point. But I can't do anything about that. I just know the reality. So each day we make choices. Like the house caught on fire. Is on fire? What are you gonna take? What's important to you? And I'll give you a good example of what really happened in my life. It was when I was going to school at the University of Pittsburgh, and I lived in a townhouse next to a garage, and that garage caught on fire one night, and unfortunately someone was killed in the fire. But the fire department came and said, "Well, you're going to have to get out." So I only had, because they were afraid the fire was going to spread. So I only had like minutes to decide what to take. I'm pretty sure I got my wallet. I don't remember clearly. I'm sure I was dressed. I got dressed before the fire department came because I saw flames, through the window, and I just threw on some clothes. And then they were at the door, and I only had time to grab a couple things. You know what I grabbed? My dog and my cat. I put my cat in her cat carrier. I got my dog, and that was it. No clothes, no books, no money except if there was some in my wallet. Nothing, and I got out. And it taught me an important lesson. It did. Taught me that life is what matters, living things, not objects. And that's what we're doing now. We're prioritizing. We're seeing what's essential and non essential. And I'm telling you, we don't have a lot of time to do it. So cut out what's not necessary. As far as turn off the boot box, the television, no video games, none of that. That's always been a waste of time. But if you don't do it, you're gonna get lost to the storm.